Life. How can something so subjective be so important? For many, life is about family, about finding one person to live out your days with. Life is about friendship, fighting beside those you care about. For some, life is just a game that must be won. For me, life is exciting. My life has seen adventures unlike anybody else's. My name is Ludovic Scott, and this is my story. Everything began in 1879. A few friends and I were celebrating our latest victory with a little garden soiree. Oh, it was a magnificent day to be British.
And you thought it was a good idea to run straight into the line of fire?
Says he who was almost captured.
Oh, God. It was a glorious war, wasn't it? And we'll be fighting again soon. And I must say that I'm rather looking forward to it.
Have you ever considered giving up this life of perilous questing? Some might say all one needs is a wife.
I must say I disagree, my friend. I mean, where's the excitement? You know, the danger. Far too boring for my life.
They say that when you meet the love of your life, time slows down. It's like they are the only one you can see.
Ludovic. Ludovic!
Sorry, I do apologise, my lady, but I must express how wonderful you look this evening.
Josephine, this is Ludovic Scott. Ludovic, this is Josephine Sterling.
And I am Josephine's father, George Sterling.
Oh, I do apologise. Please, continue.
No, it's quite all right. The Honourable Obadiah and I have much to discuss.
Well, I'll leave you gentlemen to it then. Thank you for coming.
Right, have you considered our merger?
I have.
As you know, I am a man of considerable means, and I will certainly make it
Excuse me, gentlemen. I must go and powder my nose.
whatever venture between us.
Well, hello again, Miss Sterling.
You shouldn't sneak up on a lady like that. It's quite rude.
Sorry, I can only apologise. I just realised that you were finding their conversation rather tedious. Can I give you a grand tour of the estate?
I would be delighted.
So what brought you to my estate, Miss Sterling?
My father is good friends with the parents of the Honourable Obadiah.
The Honourable Obadiah? I don't see such need for formalities. It all sounds pretentious to me.
And you? To own such an estate, you must be an heir of some sort.
Not at all. It was a gift from my cousin. I got to where I am through hard work and nothing more.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
No, it's quite all right. The less said about it, the better. And that is all there is to see.
Well, Mr. Scott, I shall bid you farewell. Thank you. It has been a very pleasurable afternoon.
There was something so encapsulating about her, like a precious flower that you would never want to see defiled.
Josephine, may I be rather forward with you? I have found your company most pleasant, and would you join me for tea tomorrow? I could send my carriage for you.
I would like that.
Should I be worried?
No, sir. Everything is in hand.
We had a deal, Mr. Tyrrell.
I have every intention of marrying your daughter. I will talk to him tonight and put an end to this. Ludovic is of no concern to anyone.
Here we are, here we are, here we are again. We're fit and fine and feeling as right as rain. Never mind the weather, now that we're together. Hello, hello, here we are again.
Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. I thought I'd have one last drink with the men before we send off.
Would it be so out of character for me to want a friendly drink with a good man before he goes to fight?
Wait, you're not coming with us?
Don't worry. I'll be joining you in a week or so. But I have to resolve a matter here first.
Very good. Well, speaking of matters, I feel I need some friendly advice.
Surely not the great Ludovic Scott.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, go on, old boy. What is it?
Well, do you remember Miss Sterling?
I do. Go on.
Well, it appears that I've grown rather fond of her. And I'm contemplating staying behind.
Ludovic, you took an oath for Queen and country. Although, I can see the appeal. The land and factories her family own do make her quite desirable.
You always were more interested in people's possessions. I mean, she's so much more than that. I can't just leave her.
If you stay, they will find you and you'll be marked as a traitor.
I wouldn't stay here. I mean, I was planning to flee north.
You're beginning to sound like your father, Ludovic.
This conversation is over. You promised never to mention him again.
If you fight, she will always see you as a hero, despite whether you return or not.
I shall just have to speak with her tomorrow.
Come on, let's have another.
I should have realised something was amiss, but being the naive fool I was.
Enter. So what do I owe the pleasure, Miss Sterling?
I'm here for tea as we arranged. You do remember, do you not?
Needless to say, I didn't remember much after that night.
What happened to you?
I've dealt with much worse. But there was a matter that I wanted to discuss with you. I've received the call and I leave tomorrow.
Oh. Is that a problem?
Well, yes. You see, I've become completely infatuated with the idea of being with you. Now I'm contemplating staying behind, which goes against everything that I stand for.
Ludovic, I am appalled that you would even consider such an option. It would be a lie to say I don't have feelings for you. But it is a man's duty to fight. Only a coward would say...
But I invite you into my home, and you insult me? I mean, I have done everything I can to set myself apart. How can you pass such judgment onto me? I'm so sorry, Josephine. Sorry, please accept my dearest apologies.
Maybe I had best leave you.
Wait, Josephine, please. I'm sorry. Look, just have a seat, please. I've never considered anything like this before. My father had a similar choice. But he ran away. Not for any honourable cause. But because he was scared. I was only a boy when it happened, but I'll always remember the shame I felt knowing that my father was a coward. And since I vowed never to become like him.
I had no idea. The man I met in the garden, he would never let anything stand in his way. I understand your distress, but I cannot stop you from doing what is right.
You speak the truth. I will go. Before I do, I must give you something. This belonged to my grandfather. Now, he was an honourable man. I want you to look after it.
But if this is of such great meaning to you, why would you give it to me?
Think of it as a promise. I never go home without it. And when the war is over, I will return for it.
Well then, Ludovic, I accept. I shall take good care of it.
I have no doubt that you will. I will see you soon.
Indeed you shall, old friend.
It's always difficult saying goodbye to the ones you love, especially when there is no guarantee you will see them again.
Return home safe, Ludovic.
Sometimes it's easier to say nothing.
Don't worry. I will make sure Ludovic is well taken care of.
And that is the story of how I met Josephine, and what became the start of a life-changing journey. Those events transpired into something far greater, but that is a story for another day. One thing I will say, I kept my promise.